GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Milky Mist Paneer. Milky Mist Paneer.
Shobhita's interpretation of love.
Love is awesome. It's a feeling of...
Did you ever feel the pressure from your close ones?
To get married,
Yeah.
etc.
No. But I did always think that I'd always wanted the whole motherhood experience. I was very clear about it. And marriage, I did see myself getting married. I always saw myself in that setting. I always wanted Telugu-ness to be a part of moments like this because I'm very attached to my roots, very close to my parents. So the tradition aspect of it, I think that I kind of did fantasize about, like sweetly, not like planning it, but like I think that is always there somewhere.
But then you manifested it. That's what I'm going to say. The perfect ingredient to a happy marriage.
For me, it's humor, moments of lightness. That's what binds it together. It was quite relaxed, simple, sweet, intimate, and warm. It was everything that I thought it would be. Sometimes we want to react out of, like, something happens and we want to react, not really process it and respond. But that's a very human thing. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am an emotional person and I am very sensitive. In Telugu culture, the wedding has two saris. One is Lagnam sari, which is like a silk sari, like a kanjivaram or something like that. It could be any color. And the second one is a standard white with a red border.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. जाते जाते इतना तो बोलूँगा. बधाइयाँ, बधाइयाँ, बधाइयाँ. How important is family and relationships for you, like as a person, and relationships of every kind, because love is love, right? Love comes from every corner, like you said, that you're seeking love from your mother as well. Sorry, we can't say that. You're seeking love from your loved ones as well, right? And it's not just about partners. So how would you define love?
I read somewhere that love is a necessary luxury. I don't know, I have different interpretations of love on different days.
Today's interpretation. Please go ahead. I want to, I told you that you are going to be fun today. So you please tell me today's interpretation.
What do I say? Batao, like, on what? Love is awesome. It's a feeling of, I'll in the most fundamental, simple way, I think there is a certain, I don't know what it's like to go back into a womb, but I can imagine what that feels like. That's what I think of love as. It could be a lover, it could be a parent, it could be a habit, it could be a vice, it could be whatever it is, something that I think that's love.
Very deep. I love it, what you said. But that should be an interpretation every day, which is great.
I wish I was so wise.
On different days. I feel that a woman gets judged if they are not married beyond a certain age. And like I said, that more than the societal judgment is so much that eventually you start judging yourself because you start believing in the noise around, because that noise is too much. Do you feel that a single woman like you in the film, they're always labeled a little difficult, a little more demanding, even if they demand for something as basic as love and respect?
No, but I did always think that I'd always wanted the whole motherhood experience. I was very clear about it. And marriage, I did see myself getting married. I always saw myself in that setting.
Everybody has an idea of a happy marriage. Like while growing up only, you look at films and you feel like, जब मैं शादी करूँगा या करूँगी तो ऐसे होना चाहिए या मैं ये करूँगा इस पे. I तो feel like doing dance at everybody else's शादी also. That's a different story क्योंकि अब क्या करे, सबकी बारातें आई. That's. But I want to know that, did you have while growing up, did you have an idea of like, this is how I'm gonna get married?
I always wanted Telugu-ness to be a part of moments like this because I'm very attached to my roots, very close to my parents. So the tradition aspect of it, I think that I kind of did fantasize about, like sweetly, not like planning it, but like I think that is always there somewhere.
But then you manifested it. That's what I'm gonna say. Do you feel like the conflicts that you guys have shown from the very first scene, like there's a weird proposal, it happens all of a sudden, do you feel like that conflict is there genuinely with this generation? Like when we have grown up, do you feel like, or we are also a cusp, right? We have seen like this dating generation and like all going kuchiku, and आज तो attachment के नाम पे कुछ अलग ही हो रहा है. But do you feel that strongly that this generation has that conflict when it comes to love? Especially I want to ask both of you.
Can't speak for my generation. I've known love when I felt it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that line as well.
Wow, I'm just being a nice friend and not saying anything to you. You know that, na? You know that, na? That I'm not saying anything to you just because I'm being a very diligent friend. What do you think is the perfect element of a happy relationship, like a happy romantic relationship or a happy marriage? What do you think holds it? Like we were discussing about our parents, right? But in our generation, in your life especially, what do you think is the perfect ingredient to a happy marriage?
For me, it's humor, moments of lightness. That's what binds it together.
And a lot of people don't know this, and maybe they know, but you are very, very funny because your one-liners are like.
Really?
Yeah. Should we read our chats
No.
sometimes? Thank you. What do you think when you introspect? What is your biggest or the most difficult trait about you in any relationship? Like, what is it that people have to tolerate about you if they are actually with you?
I mean, I can think of what I want to improve on in myself, but from the lens of another person, I don't know what they tolerate.
What do you think you should improve on?
So many things, like I think.
Sobhita, list hai number 1. Ye.
Shobhita has become this very demure person.
Please, I'm not demure. I'm myself.
That is what I know you of you, that you are not. So tell me, what do you think you कि अपने में होता है ना कि अरे मैं ये करती हूँ मुझे लगता है कि ये
I
थोड़ा.
think there's this thing where there's a part of me that's very existential. I give into that too much. I'm happy. I'm not obsessed with productivity. I live in my own shell. So I think I tend to be a bit of a hermit, which is not always a good thing. Because it's at odds with what I do at work. So there's a little bit of a khichdi there, and I think I should work on my discipline because I have none. I'm led by passion, not by duty, which sometimes can be magical, but it's difficult to be consistent. So that is something I like.
Like, how is it a problem for somebody who's with you? Like, if you're led by
That's what I
passion.
said. I know what I can improve on, things about me. From the lens of another person, maybe what I don't like about myself is something they really adore. So why should I judge for them?
So the last few times we have met, we couldn't officially speak about it on camera, but today we can officially congratulate you because you've just gotten engaged. Sobhita, I just want to tell you that the post that you had put up, it was so beautiful, it was so poetic. It was a moment where you as a person go through so many emotions, right? Because it's possibly one of the most beautiful moments of your life. What was the actual feeling that you had, and did it match the feeling that you had while you said that I had expected or I dreamt of a particular way that things would be? Did it match it?
I don't think I went into the moment with a lot of expectations or dreams. No, I think I was there. It was quite relaxed, simple, sweet, intimate, and warm. It was everything that I thought it would be.
Much like Sitara, because you know when I saw the film and there's this discussion that where are you gonna get married, and she decides that no, I'm gonna do this here, and even if her parents are suggesting that let's do it here, let's do it that, you're extremely rooted that way, and that is exactly how you have also done in your real life. Was that always the plan, to make it more like?
I think wanting to do things, there's this quote by Hemingway. He said, someday I will find the right words and they will be simple. I think with life also, I think when beautiful things happen, I don't feel the need for embellishments. That moment itself fills me. So I didn't feel like it was simple or it was not. it was what it was meant to be, and it was perfect.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's not call it simple. Those are not the words. It was just beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
that's everybody who has known you, who have not known you, also would feel the same amount of happiness seeing
Very
what
true.
we
That's
did.
so sweet.
Hai ki nahi?
Absolutely.
What is your take on the same?
I love the vibrancy of like, because it's interesting how when you look at some photographs of some wedding from the past, you could tell, अच्छा ये यहाँ के हैं, इनका ये culture है, या this must be the roots, oh this jewelry looks like it's from Sindh. Like you could piece together a story of their heritage, of their, that I thought was very interesting, very beautiful. So I'm not a minimal type person. I mean, that could be a mood or a certain kind of a look for some day, but I think these occasions which are ceremonial, I like the full fervor.
But there is, like I said, that there for Bengalis, there is there must be something that you guys also follow, like as a part of a ritual.
दे दो आइटिनरी दे दो अभी
हाँ, वो मैं आपको मेमो भेज देती हूँ. हाँ, email. No, in Telugu culture, the wedding has two saris. One is Lagnam sari, which is like a silk sari, like a kanjivaram or something like that. It could be any color. And the second one is a standard white with a red border.
Jate I want to ask, because this also talks about things that you tolerate and you don't tolerate in any relationship. What is it that is a deal breaker for you in any relationship that you have had?
I have no deal breakers. I don't think I can look at a relationship of any kind, but like, अगर ये है तो approved, ये नहीं है तो cancel. I don't know. I don't think that's the way I approach emotion or relationships. Not just romantic. I mean,
No, I'm talking about any relationship.
Yeah,
Any
even
relationship.
friendship.
Even
because
friendships, absolutely.
There should be that room, na, to experience. It's a spectrum, no? All emotions. Sometimes you're very happy because of someone. Sometimes you're wronged. So many things. We feel all those things, and that's what gives that density and richness to a relationship when you're able to go through the motions. So by having this idea that okay, if someone does this or says this, it's not cool. In a relationship, I'm saying that's not my approach. There could be some days when I'll be completely thrown off by certain things, but I don't think I will go into it like judgment. I don't think that will work.
No, I'm saying like in any relationship, I wouldn't tolerate disrespect. Like I don't like people disrespecting. Like even if they don't matter to me, if I see a person disrespecting anybody in the room, then I'll feel like I don't want to speak to this person because I feel that he or she is very disrespectful that way. Like
disrespect is it can be grey sometimes, because interpretations are very different.
Yeah. Congratulations to you. जाते जाते इतना तो बोलूँगा. बधाइयाँ.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Milky Mist Paneer. Milky Mist Paneer.